So we know the word she is aval or ivil, avanga or ivanga. And we know that go the root word is po. So we're going to put the two of them together to make the sentence she goes. So again, there's 4 ways you can do this. It can be aval poral, ivil poral, avanga poranga, or ivanga poranga. So if you notice, I've underlined, just like I did with avar and avan, that the endings are going to match the word that you use them with, and just really pay attention to that. So since I'm still learning Tamil at the very beginning stages, whenever I am saying a sentence, I go ahead and I capture that in my mind. If I say avar, I capture that and I make sure that the verb that I use has the same on the end and not un or al. It will be a little bit confusing, but you will get it. It will just take lots of practice. Okay, rather than do every single one of the forms of he with the rest of the verbs that we've learned, I have just kind of put all the avar versions on here, and then you can conjugate the rest by changing the ending. Hopefully you're able to do that by now. So to say he walks would be avar nada kirar. To say nada kirar, sorry, not na. So he walks is avar nada kirar. To say he sleeps would be avar tungirar. And one thing I have learned is that there are certain words or certain sounds. I haven't quite figured it out which one's more prevalent. But normally it's the kirar. However, if there's a G or possibly if there's another sound, I haven't figured that out, then you don't need the K, you can just say the G sound, so girar. So he sleeps is avar tungirar. He looks is avar parkirar. And then as we learn more verbs, then you'll be able to do this with more of them. But now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to some other pronouns so that you can have practice conjugating and making sentences correctly with all of the different pronouns. Okay, so our next word is studies or reads, which I hope you remember is pari as the root word. And so we're going to take that and make sentences say he studies or he reads. And again, go ahead and after we go over this, go ahead and practice out adding your own words in between. So he reads a book, he reads Tamil, he reads a newspaper. Go ahead and put that in the middle. So it'll be like he newspaper reads or he biology studies whenever you translate it. So whenever we're doing avar, it's avar pari kirar. So again, this is kind of the more proper way of saying things for words like go and come. They take that key out because it just is something extra to say and it's not necessary. For other words like pari, it is necessary though. So again, it's going to be avar pari kirar, ivar pari kirar, avan pari kiran, or ivan pari kiran. So go ahead and practice that again with adding the other words to make your mind understand the sentence structure with the verbs at the end.